lovely colouring friends, my name's Amanda and this is my channel Amanda Colours. I have the most anticipated video that is on any channel in each month, and that is my completed pages video. But Emerald would like to say hello to you all first before we get started, and she wanted me to let you know that toads don't have teeth, but frogs do. Isn't that interesting? So that's my little fun fact for today, and Emerald is very happy that I shared that with you. So she's going to go and sit over to the side there. And just a quick reminder that you still can purchase the 2025 colouring planner that I created over on Amazon, and it is the perfect place to be recording all your colouring adventures throughout 2025. And there are some awesome colouring pages in there as well. And yeah, lots of you have decided to go ahead and buy that, and I am so thankful for that. If you could take a moment and go back to Amazon and leave a review if you have purchased this, it would just help so much. So thank you so much, and a link for that is down in the description. Before I get into the colouring pages, I'm going to share some diamond paintings that I did with you. During all the process of moving and what have you, I was a bit behind on doing the birthstones that I was doing each month from Paint Gem. So this month I went through and caught up. However, I seem to be missing the June. The June one. I did do it. It's a pearl, but I haven't been able to find it since we moved. So hopefully I will come across it at some point. Let's just have a look. So this is for July, and it is a ruby. Nice and shiny. Then we have August, which is peridot. I really love doing these little ones. They're such a great size. Then we have September, which is a sapphire. And then we have October, which is an opal. It's quite interesting the way they chose to depict that, I think. Oh, and one of them's fallen off. I'll have to fix that. Then November is topaz. And I decided just to complete the set and do December as well, which is turquoise, my birthstone. So that is that set complete. So yeah, a link for this is in the description if you want to check it out over at Paint Gem. Okay, let's get into our books. So I'm going from smallest to largest, and Enchanted Faces is a book by Hannah Lynn that my good friend Megan from Meg's Colouring Corner and I are colouring as a project book together. Meg has had a really rough month, and it would be great if you could send your best wishes or, you know, keep her in your prayers. There's a lot going on for her. So she hasn't been able to complete her pages, but I thought I would show you mine anyway, and then when Meg does do her pages, I will share them on Instagram. So yeah, all good, Meg, that you didn't get them done. I totally understand. So the first one is this one, and her name is actually Amanda. I don't know if you know, but Hannah Lynn names all of her girls, and in the front she tells you the name of each illustration. And this is Amanda. So I decided to do cherry blossoms because they are actually one of my favorite flowers, and just keep the colors all going with that. So I've used Copic markers, and doesn't look like I've used any metallic on this one except for around the border, and that is Sakura Stardust. And I always use I'm trying to get it to pick up the clear glaze pen on their eyes and lips. I think I've also done it for the shells up here too. But yeah, that one was a lot of fun. Then the next one we chose to do this month is this one, and I'm really happy with how the bubbles turned out. I actually saw a little tip on, I think it might have been TikTok. So yeah, I'll hopefully do a little quick tutorial for you guys on how I did those in the coming weeks. And again, all the same materials, except I've also used the gold chrome pen that I have for different elements there. And then the last one in this book is this one. And again, I'm really happy with how it turned out with the blend on the dragonfly wings and what have you. Again, it's all the same materials, except I have added the folk art dragonfly glaze to the dragonfly wings, because how more perfect can it be? So that is Enchanted Faces by Année. Next we have Doggie Doodles by Angela Gonzalez. Wrong way. And this is for my Colour Along AC Doggie Doodles. And in November, I actually did something a little bit different and did a full page for us to all colour. And then the very last page had just one little doggy. So I decided that we would colour that as well. So I will show you that first. So that's this little guy here. And I actually also chose to colour him for the AC Neon November 2024 tag that I was hosting. So I've used neon colours for his collar and the bone, and Copic markers for the rest of him, and my Cyano white gel pen for the highlights. And then the full page we all coloured together was this one, the poodle with all the flowers, and it just had to be pastel colours in my mind. So that's what I did. I think I might have used my Ohuhu markers for this one, my Cyano gel pen, and the clear stardust on the little bee's wings there. So that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Then next up we have the page for my ACC of Colours Colour Along, and that is from this book, also by Angela Gonzalez. And again, we all choose a page to colour together. And the page that we did was Mr. Octopus here. And I love how this page turned out. I'm so pleased with it. So I've used my Copic markers and the Cyano white and metallic gel pens. And I added the background. There was no background there. And I just wanted it to be colourful. So I did a bit of a rainbow gradient on his tentacles. And yeah, I just think it turned out so great and really, really happy with it. Next up is Hygge Heaven by Sui Sui, or Sui Sui. I'm not quite sure how you say that. And it is a super cute colouring book. This was my first page coloured in this book, so another untouched book coloured in, which is great. And I coloured this page here with the sloth in a very chill, meditative state. And I used the AC Palette Challenge palette. So I used only the colours that were in that palette, used my Copic markers and some Tooly Art acrylic markers for all the outlining. And I'm really happy with how like the light reflecting on him and the clouds turned out. So that was a lot of fun to do. Then we have Année Day, and you'll probably get sick of me saying it, but this is one of my absolute favourite colouring books. And this is for my tag AC Année Day, where I choose a page out of this every month, and everyone who would like to colour along with me is welcome to join in. The page I chose for November was Année Knitting, and because I thought knitting November went well together, and that all rhymes anyway. So again, I have used Copic markers and some white gel pen and my metallic Cyano for her knitting needles, and the knitting needles there as well. So a very simple page, but I really like how the colours came out, and it just feels bright and happy to me. Then we have a few pages in Mini Mania. So I've been trying to catch up with the Colouring Bumblebee hashtag Complete Mini Mania. There were quite a number of months that I hadn't done my pages, so I am all caught up now, which is lots of fun. So let's go through and have a look at the pages I completed. So this one I think was actually November's page, so that was fun. And yeah, I just felt like doing pink and red. So that's what I did. I used my Copic markers and white gel pen, and I think some chrome on the little metal details there as well. Gold chrome marker. Then we have, I can't remember what months these were all for, so I'm just going to show them to you. I'm so happy with this one. It's a very muted autumny palette, which isn't kind of the colours I tend to gravitate towards, but I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. And I love the soft pink sky that I did, so I'll have to do that again sometime. But yeah, they're just so adorable. I think it was, I've seen someone added like music notes, like they're all walking along singing together, which I think is just adorable. But yeah, really, really happy with this one. And then we have this one here as well. And again, all the same materials, just a beautiful, happy little scene of some townhouses in Bunnyville. They're all bunnies. Adorable. Then we have this one, and I was in a bit of a rainbow mood this month, so lots of things ended up being rainbow, and the house along here is one of them, and the mushrooms. Yeah, I love rainbow colour order, what can I say? Particularly if it's on the more pastel end. This is starting to get a bit brighter than pastel, but still, it's just fun for me. It always feels happy. Then we have, I decided to colour some of the back pages. So we have this colour test page here. I like to colour everything that can be coloured in a colouring book before I say that it's complete. So I was on a bit of a roll with this one and just decided to do some of the back pages. I haven't done all of them, but I might finish that this month, maybe December. I used my chrome metallic marker for the metal details here on the pencil and Copic markers for the rest. I also did this colour test page, and again the gold chrome marker on this one, Copic markers and Cyano white gel pen. And then the last one I did in this book this month, again rainbows, but it kind of makes sense in a colour palette, in a paint palette, because that's kind of what you get. So, and I added some extra splashed paint on the bunny there, like he's finger painting or just playing with the paint. But yeah, I really love this book. Gabby's characters are just so adorable. And then last but definitely not least is the colour along that I co-host with Meg's Colouring Corner, and that is Frogs and Friends Colour Along, and we are doing volume 2 of Frogs and Friends by Chris Reiniak, and the page that we all coloured this month was the big cup. So yeah, I don't know why I decided to do like a peachy orange and blue, but it felt right, so that's what I did. I've used my Copic markers and some metallic gel pen in both silver and like a coppery colour. And I think that's it. I don't think I used any glaze anywhere. So that is it. They are on my pages for November 2024. Let me know in the comments, as always, which is your favourite. And feel free to leave any other comments or questions that you might have. Links to all the books and the diamond paintings will be down in the description, so feel free to check those out, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!